Hey everyone. So first off, yay, Instagram is back. I always go to Twitter to see like what is actually going on, if it's not just me and my phone being weird or my connection being weird. No, Instagram was down and now it's back. So yay, great. But anyway, what I was going to talk about today was just kind of expounding on my answer from yesterday. The question or questions that I received, some of them, the gist of them were saying, what is wrong with men? What is wrong with women? And I was essentially saying that it's kind of both for some things, not all things. There are some things that you can kind of see in more so in one gender than the other. But for my answer, it was sort of a mixed answer. And one of the things that I said was an issue that's ongoing today in dating is just a lack of self-awareness with people. And when I say lack of self-awareness, that just means really understanding who you are as a person, your background, the fact that the way you see things are just your perspective and not necessarily fact. And then also too, for other people, they don't really have a sense of, oh, this is just my perspective, my take on reality. There's 8 billion people in the world, which means that there's 8 billion versions of reality. And when you're really self-aware in that way, you just become a more understanding person in general. And so that is something that I do see as being a problem in just the kind of getting to know you phase in terms of dating. I can tell right off the bat when someone is not a very self-aware person, because they just kind of move in such a way that it's like, oh yeah, you need to be on my program, or you need to see things from my perspective, or they're just really intolerant of other perspectives, which is another giveaway. And so this isn't like a battle of the wills type of thing. It's just understanding that life just kind of happens. Life is what it is. A really great book to kind of help you if you know that your perspective can be kind of like a little too cut and dry and black and white sometimes. I know for me, it was something that started happening in my 20s where I was like, I need to kind of move differently in how I think. This is a natural progression into adulthood, I think. So not everyone, this isn't something that I would say is a bad thing per se, but more of a sign of maturity is when you start coming into yourself and realizing that there's other perspectives. What I was going to say is, A Course in Miracles is a really great book to kind of learn that your perspective is different than others, in terms of just how you relate to other people as humans and how you relate to God and all that. That is a really, really great book. It's a very difficult book to read too. And so there's a lot of guides out there to help you. But if you really want to cultivate your self-awareness, that is a really great place to start, is A Course in Miracles. And you can buy it on Amazon. You can also go to acim.org and look up the individual lessons for free as well. I do both depending on what I'm doing that day. Usually if I'm just going through the daily lessons, I'll use the book. And then when I go over the lessons with others, I usually use just look it up on my phone. So that's kind of how I use it. But yes, please do go read that book. It'll help you a lot. And so, yeah, so dating. And honestly, just being a person in general, like, it's just really great to understand that other people don't think the same as you. You'll calm down you'll calm down a lot once you understand that. It's just kind of like, okay, yeah, the person just has their own perspective. It doesn't mean it's wrong or bad. It's just means we're all different. So, just as different as our fingerprints, everyone has different fingerprints. Everyone has different thoughts, different upbringings, and it all just makes for a different reality amongst everyone. So I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully Instagram will have its act together tomorrow too. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna lose daylight. I really like filming with daylight. So that was very I'm glad that Instagram came back in time for a little bit of daylight, even though we have more now that summer is here too. So that's really great. But yeah, so anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. I think I'm going to finally answer some of the more wild card questions I got. I got some health related ones, which I figured I would, and some other things too. So I may answer those. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of do what I want. This is my This is my channel, my page. So I do what I want. Stop laughing at me. But anyway, yeah. So I will see you tomorrow.